What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Stewie here. I'm back with another One Piece reaction, review, theory about what's going on. So this is about 9:56. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, before you even listen to my video, go check that out. The chapter is out because I wasn't even gonna read the chapter today. I was gonna wait to tomorrow, and then I seen a video on YouTube that titled something, but it had chapter 956 in the title. So immediately, I didn't even watch the video. I went over online, I found it, I read it, and now I'm doing my video. So without further ado, let's get started. Reminder is spoilers alert. So if you haven't read, go read it, then come back and watch the video. So I'm not gonna make this a 40-minute video like my first video. That was just my first one. This is gonna be a quick one, and there's not gonna be any pictures in it since the chapter came out. So there's just gonna be one picture that you're gonna be looking at. You're looking at it right now. But I'm not gonna put the pictures like I did in my last one, because just in case a bunch of people didn't read the chapter yet, since it's basically freshly new. But let's just jump right into it. There's two biggest things that happen in this chapter. And one of the main things is something that is not really a big thing to all the countries in One Piece. There's like two really big things going on to people. One big thing is shocking the whole world, and the other big thing is just shocking, allies to that situation. Now, before I get into the one that's shocking the whole world, I gotta get into one that I care about the most, which is Sabo. What the fuck's going on with Sabo right now, Oda? I don't know if it can't be true, and if Oda does this, this has to be like a very big knife in Luffy's back, because he already lost Ace, and now we're under the suspicion something happened to Sabo. We're under the suspicions that Sabo is seemingly dead now. What? And they never used the words or the term dead. The only death word that was used was by Morgans of the newspaper company, the head of the newspaper company, Morgans. He basically wants to make a title, and the first title he blurts out is a title involving death that would catch everyone's attention. So a cipher poll goes to Morgans and the news company and tells them, see, the reason why I don't believe Sabo's dead is because Oda's throwing us a curveball. I know he is, because of the fact that Oda's throwing a curveball because they never simply said that Sabo died or anything. And there's another thing that's saying that they're trying to cover something up. The government is trying to cover something up, and they fail to cover it up. Now, the second biggest thing that happened, which is the biggest thing that's going on with all the One Piece world, like all the countries that are in One Piece, is the abomination, the abolition, whatever they called it, of the warlords, meaning no more warlords. They cannot work under the government no more. They are now normal pirates. Now, when they first introduced the warlords in One Piece story, when they first introduced them, I'm pretty sure Mihawk was the first one. I can't remember. It's not like, I'm not a big fan and I don't remember all this shit. That is the beginning of fucking One Piece, all the way in East Blue. And the reason why I say Mihawk is because he showed up at the Baratier when they were recruiting Sanji, and Zoro got slashed up. And the next one would be, I think, Crocodile, right? But point is, as soon as they introduced the warlords in the One Piece series and said that they work under the government and they can get away with anything because they work under the government, I knew there was going to be a time where they were going to cut that off. And as soon as Fujitora came into the series, that's his whole goal. His whole agenda and his whole goal, being in the Marine HQ, being a Marine, being a Admiral, was to get rid of the warlord system. And being that Dofi and Crocodile literally took over two countries, and dethroned the kings of these countries, they sat down at the Reverie and they said they had enough with this. Yes, Luffy beating them is okay and everything, but what's going to happen with more warlords in the future. So now the bill has been passed. The warlords are cut. So now everybody is going to where these warlords are to try to capture them or take them down. First and foremost, I fucking love Hancock, okay? And at the end of it, she says exactly the reason why they were warlords in the first place, because of their strength. They're forgetting that, she said. And they show up on Mihawk, they tell him no more. They show up on Boa Hancock, they show up on Buggy, and they show up on Weevil, the Whitebeard's son, which I don't think that's Whitebeard's son, obviously, but they show up on all of them, and of course Buggy is the only one to bitch out. Everybody else is ready for a fight. Like I said, Hancock said, nope, nothing to worry about. They're forgetting the reason why we became warlords. We're stronger than what the anime has shown. We're stronger than what Oda has shown so far. So maybe we're about to see they're probably going to go to Wano, or whatever it is, in the next chapter. But maybe we're about to see what Mihawk could really do, and what Weevil could really do, and what Hancock could really do. Fuck Buggy. Buggy is, he's just a bitch. Fuck him. But anyway, so that's the biggest thing that's going on in the countries, is the fact that the warlords are no more, and now they're being gunned for by the Marines itself. And to me, it looks like the only person that's gonna have a real problem is Hancock right now. Not even, I don't know how strong Kobe is yet, but every time we see Kobe, he gets a lot stronger than the last time we seen him. And Kobe's currently on his way to the Pirate Empress, Boa Hancock. Everyone else, it just seemed like it was just regular Marine people until maybe they go back to it and show who was specifically there. Now, two things before I go, because I wasn't trying to make this a long video. I want to get back to the Sabo thing, and I want to get to the X-Drake thing. Now, Sabo cannot be dead. I will not do this, Oda. If Oda kills off Sabo, which I really don't think he is, I'm like 99.9% sure Sabo's not dead, because there's been a lot of curveballs in the things that they were saying. They won't show the paper, because obviously something, see, that's the only thing that I feel like that 0.01% could be true, is because they didn't show the newspaper. Now when they see the newspaper, Blackbeard goes, we have to get to the fruit before the Marine heads do it. So I'm thinking, if it is true, it had to have like Sabo's they had to have his body like hanging in a newspaper or something, for everyone to be so shocked that Sabo dying, and everyone to be like, I can't believe this, I cannot believe what's going on. But then again, Dragon is like, we have to see it for ourselves. So there's a bunch of curveballs being thrown with this Sabo thing, to where I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to speculate that he's dead, and a lot of people are going to speculate that he's not dead. I'm going to be a part of the community that's going to speculate that he's not dead, because I don't feel like Oda should, and Oda is not going to do this, where he kills off one of Luffy's brothers, first off, seemingly kills off one of Luffy's brothers when he was little, Sabo, then kills off Ace when they're older, then brings Sabo back after Ace is dead, and Luffy realizes he still has a brother that can protect him and that he needs to protect, and then now you're gonna take him out again. The only real reason I would say Sabo needs to die is to further Luffy's development, because you already know Luffy's gonna be so upset when he hears that Sabo is dead and that he couldn't protect him yet again for a second time. Even though, yes, granted, they were kids back then, and he didn't know anything about his hometown, really. Luffy didn't know anything about his hometown, really. But Makino seems like she really knows Sabo well. Is she like part of their family or something? Obviously, she knew Sabo, Ace, and Luffy as kids when they were running around on the island, but it tore her up so bad that she closed down the bar. And it's just crazy. Like, let me know what you guys think in the comment sections about if you read the chapter, or if you read it and came back to the video to see what happened. Let me know what do y'all think. Is he dead? Is he not dead? Because like I said, there's a lot of curveballs being thrown to indicate that he's not dead, and there's like these little ones being thrown to indicate that he is dead. can't know for sure until we see what happens. And obviously, it was only the 4 of them, of the Revolutionary Army at the Reverie, because everyone's still on the Kamabaka Kingdom, however you pronounce it. Everyone else is still there. Dragon is still there. So you're telling me they only sent 4 people to the Reverie? So if Sabo died, that's their fault. That they didn't give him any more backup than just 4 people. But then that's another thing. That's another curveball right there. Why would Oda make it only 4 revolutionaries going into the Reverie against the whole government? 4 revolutionaries can't do that. So is the fact that they either did do that because they're strong enough to take down, not take down the Marine HQ, but strong enough to fight them themselves? And it's just crazy. So I'm fucking pouring sweat. So let me finish this up real quick. And let me get to, man, it's hot. What was the other thing I wanted to get to? Before I remember that, they're continuing on Bege's journey. And with this new cover page, it seems like they found her sister. They found, what is it, Lola? Yeah, Chiffon, because Chiffon's, that's Chiffon's name. So I think they found Lola. It doesn't show Lola, but I think they found her. Because it says her name like, oh, what, did you get married? Did Lola, like something like that, like you got married, Lola, or something? And it's just crazy, But man, this whole chapter was really insane. And Sabo, I just can't believe it. I will not believe it. So yeah, I don't even know what happened, because I previously thought they were fighting each other already. But Garp said, the Garp's in Fishman Island, and basically said shit happened after. Okay? Oh, that was the last thing I wanted to get to. The ex-Drake thing. But yeah, so basically he says the shit happened after they left. So it seemingly seems like the Reverie went good. The conference went good. And after the conference was over is probably where Sabo made his, debut and showing what was going on or whatever it is. And now we know that the light that I feel like we know that the light that the government wants to extinguish is Vivi, because of the Nefertari family being a family of 800 years old back to when the government was crafted. And the fact that Garp said something's going on regarding the Alabasta Kingdom. So I don't know what's going on there, but hopefully they're not like trying to kill Vivi or something like that, because Luffy will be very upset. Now I'm getting into this one thing, and then I'm gonna end the video. This ties into my supernova theory from last video, that all the supernovas are gonna band together against Kaido. And I said that because Hawkins decided to make a plan with Law. He decided that Law was unbeatable, and he decided very well in the beginning of Wano to let Luffy and Zoro run around. Now you got ex-Drake, who seems like he was a really, really Kaido underling, but no, ex-Drake he's not a warlord or anything. He's a regular pirate, but he is a double agent for the government, and he is working side to side with Kobe. So obviously ex-Drake is not fucking with Kaido. The only supernova that I see fucking with Kaido is Apu. I don't know if Apu is actually down with Kaido, if Apu has his own agendas as well. We know Kid is not down with Kaido. We know Killer's not down with Kaido, because Killer got fucked up. Law and Luffy are together. Hawkins, okay. Then you got Bonnie, and fucking Bonnie is in fucking Mary Jo's. And then now you got ex-Drake, who's basically, plotting against Kaido. And it was supposed to be Marine showing up at Wano. Kobe said he couldn't send people because of the incident that happened, and he couldn't send people because of the incident that happened in Mary Jo's at the Reverie, which we don't know what incident happened. And like I said, they won't show us the newspaper. The only biggest thing that everyone in the world is caring about right now is the abomination of the warlord system. So, with that, all those said and out of the way, let me know what you guys think about Sabo. If he's dead or not, if you don't think he's dead or not, by the points that I used, you guys can make your own points. Let me know what you think happened at the Reverie, because they said an incident happened that the government was not able to cover up. And we always know that whenever a government wants to cover up an incident, it involved citizens dying, or it just involved that the government was doing something very bad and they want to get out. But it got out, and the whole world's in fucking, crumbles right now, and the newspaper doesn't hit Wano, since Wano's cut off. So that's another point to Sabo's death. You can either take that either way, or they're not showing the newspaper on purpose because he is dead, or they're not showing the newspaper on purpose because he's not dead. Is the news not being held in Wano right now because they don't want Luffy to see that Sabo's dead, or is it because they know, like, Luffy would know that Sabo is not dead because of something? I don't know. Very crazy chapter. I'm ready to see what's gonna happen. I'm ready to see if Mihawk and Bolt Hancock's about to obliterate some of the Marines that are there. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Chapter 956. What a chapter. Have a good day, everybody.